rather me be in front of like a whiteboard or inside of a house telling you something that you don't already know? What? Dude, come on. This is all AI generated. This is a green screen. It's all fake. Here's the thing, dude. Lots of people on YouTube talking a lot of nonsense, including myself, but I am aware of it. That's what matters. The main thing I'm addressing in this video is the fact that people on YouTube are talking about all these abstract metaphysical ideas, and none of them are embodied in truth, in the sense that, like, give me a real world example, like help me understand it in my day-to-day life. What does that look like? What does that mean? What do I do? How do I put that into action? And so, for example, a lot of people talking about the law of assumption, and the whole idea behind that is whatever you assume about reality and believe will manifest. And that is true, and I believe that. But the reason it works is because of a mechanism of how your conscious mind works with your subconscious mind. And so the law of assumption, as explained by lots of people on YouTube and coined famous by Neville Goddard, explains that to get your desired reality, you have to act as if the wish is fulfilled. So you have to feel and be and do as if the wish is already fulfilled. And so the purpose of this channel is to take all these abstract ideas that are like out there, that everybody puts out there and gets tons of views, and put it in, base it in reality, put it in your body, help you see how that actually works. And so the law of assumption works because as you believe and see reality as finished, as your wish already fulfilled, things will shift. And because why they shift is because when you change your belief about something, for instance, your bank account, you look at your bank account and it's like lower than you want, or your body isn't in the shape or fitness level that you desire. And every time you look at your bank account or look in the mirror, you tell yourself, oh, I'm not this, I wish I had more money. That's just reinforcing the belief that you don't have, or that you will not have. Like, so the law of assumption is the idea that when you see a circumstance of reality present itself, you tell yourself the story of the wish fulfilled. And so you assume that you are already rich, even though your bank account says low balance. And the reason that works is because what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious mind to believe that you are rich. And you are embodying that through filtering out the negative responses that you have in your reality predicted by your circumstances. And if you change how you look at reality day in, day out, you program your subconscious to believe it. And your subconscious is the proverbial God that everybody talks about. It's the acts of God that come into your life because it acts without your conscious awareness. It carries out your deeply held beliefs. And so when something happens, people relate it to God, but in reality it was them. It was their subconscious unveiling their truth that they had deeply held. And so whenever when someone's like, oh, it was an act of God, no, it was their subconscious acting without their conscious awareness. It was unconscious. So as you become aware of who your subconscious truly is and who you truly are, and you program it with the wish fulfilled, the outcomes are infinite. There's an infinite number of possibilities that your life could go, the things that you could create. And I'm all about showing you and revealing to you what the true nature of reality is. And not in front of a computer inside a house, like in real world, real time, like in nature. Not just giving you some program to chew on or some idea to masturbate on, like real world proof and evidence that these laws exist and dictate who you are. And what I'm pointing at is embodied truth. People can talk in front of the camera all day long and tell you all this nonsense, but until you embody it and act and be that person and understand what that looks like and means, nothing will happen. And that's what I'm trying to point at and define things in ways that resonate true for people, that are embodied and grounded, as opposed to metaphysical and woo-woo and mystical and magical. All those things are an experience and an emotion within your body. But you have to have the proper terms and know where that lands in reality, where it lands in your body. And so back to our subject matter. As you live as if your desire or wish was fulfilled, so as you live as if all your dreams came true, you will program your subconscious mind as you believe, as you act in faith that it's already done, that it's finished, that creation already did all the legwork for you and did it, and it's literally just remembering it, waking up to it. As you reinforce that belief over and over, as you wake, as you fall asleep, as you go throughout your day, you embody these feelings of joy and gratitude and ecstasy and excitement, because those are the feelings you would feel if your dreams were to come true. And as you embody those, your subconscious takes it in little by little, and then you start acting different. And you start being that person. And the thing with programming your subconscious mind is that it's in your body. And so if you can support your body in doing this work, it is, in a sense, healing your body, like working through the trauma, the limited mindset. And it's one thing to say all those things, but it's another to understand what that means. It's as simple as getting enough sleep, eating foods that nourish your brain and your body and help you feel those emotions. This isn't like some crazy mystical God experience. It's real world application of principles that facilitate your dreams coming true. And so it's, as simple as getting enough sleep, eating the right foods that make you feel well, deeply well and nourished, and moving your body, exercising. Back to the basics, back to the fundamentals. It's about getting back to who you always were as a kid, believing, obsessive, unrelenting, got what they wanted. And maybe you didn't as a kid. So as an adult, you need to overcome that and realize the world is your oyster, and you can have whatever you can hold in your heart and your mind and believe. God, your subconscious, will grant it as you believe. And this is the thing that I want people to understand, is that you are the source of your abundance. You are God. You are the creator. Just in this society and in this world, we contract it out. It's robbed, it's stolen from us, and then sold back to us as religion or as something outside of ourselves. But no, it's you. Without your conscious awareness of reality, of this, without my visual interpretation, nothing exists. And so, without my conceptualization of God, it is not real. And so, therefore, I am. And those terms are important, because if you can get the definitions straight and you can get back to the fundamentals of who you are and what it takes to create reality, you can do anything. And over time, and through applied pressure and persistence, you can have it all. The important thing through all of this is being conscious, because as you become aware and conscious of these things, like, that's the true joy, is being aware of what you're doing. Like, there's a lot of people that get what they want, but they aren't aware of how they got it. And so it's not as gratifying. But through knowing how it works and understanding in a real embodied, grounded way, like you can consciously create and become the person and the version that you admire. And that is deeply satisfying and more rich than anything that you could obtain in the world. Because realizing who you truly are is the wealth and the richness of the universe. So let's get after it. Let's follow our dreams. Let's fucking go.